So, I've been browsing on YouTube, and the last couple of weeks, I noticed the amount of hate videos we are getting for the Nintendo Switch 2. Ever since it got fully revealed a couple of months ago, and especially more than it fully launched just over a month ago. And before I get into this, I'm not saying other videos are, not justifiable, because there are a lot out there I agree with, especially stuff like the game key cards, for example. I agree what most people are saying, even though I may make videos saying that I don't mind the game key cards for certain reasons, stuff like if the game's so big, it makes sense to be the game key card because it's a card, not a disc. The more bigger the gigs on the card is, it's going to cost more to produce, and that means the customers got to pay out more. So stuff like that I don't mind, but the problem is stuff like Bay Default, for example, the remaster of the 3DS game, that don't have the full game on the card, even though it is a 3DS game. But then, we found out the reason why is this happening because of Nintendo. Because obviously, they are now offering two sizes, a game key card, or what you call it, a 64GB card. So, that is the problem. You know what I mean? Nintendo's not offering, more sizes. And also, there is another option with, the code in the box. Again, fuck you, whoever go with that, know what I mean? At least with the game key cards, you can win them and trade them. But obviously, there's that worry about, in the future, with what if the service closed down, do we have our game still? So obviously, there's problems. And again, I agree with those views. I agree with views of the game price increases. I agree with those views too. But there's some videos out there that are just doing it for views. Like this video here from Nintendo Dean, if I pronounce that right. Nintendine. And he made a video called Save Over $200 by buying Nintendo Switch 2 games on Steam. Now, the reason why I think this is so dumb and stupid is the whole video itself. I want to do the intro of the video before I go into it, because you get the idea what I'm about to say.
What's up, everyone? So many people out there have decided they do not want to buy a Nintendo Switch 2. A big part of that is because they do not want to blow their money on games that are overpriced because of Nintendo tax. Now, these non-exclusive titles can obviously be played on pretty much any device that you own, or at the very least one or two other devices. And I figured it would be fun to just get around there and see if you can get the Switch 2 launch experience without buying a Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm not going to show the rest of the video because basically in the whole 30-minute video, it's them going through all the games that are on the Nintendo Switch 2, the third-party ones that are on the Steam store, they are cheaper to buy, and even the games that are not on the Steam store, there are games that are like it and cheaper on the Steam store. The reason why I think that is so dumb is it's common sense. Everyone knows who got a brain cell that Steam is the cheapest place to buy your games. It is. The reason why they are number one on the gaming marketplace because of their discounts. But there are two problems with your video. Problem one is the Steam discount. Now, you do get discounts every single week, but that's only a handful of games. But your big discounts, your mad sales, like 3 or 4 times a year. Like, for example, at the time of me recording this video, we are now in the Steam summer sale, which you get mad discounts. And like I say, you get that 3 or 4 times a year. So basically, it's not all year round. And problem 2 of your video is you're talking about Nintendo tax. I'm sorry, but that's all consoles. That's every single console got that problem, especially when new hardware comes out. This is not a new thing. Like, for example, you talk about old port, you talk about Cyberpunk. It's an old game, and it's charging full price for it. Which fine, I agree, that is bullshit. But again, like I said before, it's always happening all the time, especially when the new console comes out. It happened before Nintendo with the Wii U with Batman Arkham City. That came out a year after the other versions, and it charged full price for it. Not many people moaned, I did, but again, it's not the reason why I didn't moan, because again, it's a thing of new hardware. You will pay the full price. Yeah, it's scummy, but it's not a new thing. It's like these people don't realize, oh, this happened, this is like a brand new thing. No, they've been going for decades, you know what I mean, on new hardware. And you talk about, Nintendo song, you're paying more for Nintendo. Let's go to Cyberpunk, for example. Take away the sale. Now, on Steam, at the moment now, the ultimate version is £32.18. That's on sale, but full price is £68.98. Now, you go to, the PS5 version of physical, it's £42.99, and it's £40 on Xbox. Again, the ultimate version. And yeah, you are paying more for your Nintendo Switch 2, but like I said before, there's two reasons for that. One is new hardware tax. We all know you're paying more for new hardware, and two, you're paying for the cart. It's not this is cheaper to produce than a cart, know what I mean? I've got a game key card either. It's a full game on the card, so it's a 62 gigabyte, 62 or 65 gigabyte, I can't remember it is, but it's still, a large size cart, know what I mean? So you're paying the tax on top of that too, know what I mean? I'm not defending Nintendo, like I said before. I got problems with Nintendo. But at least make good arguments, like I said before, with the game key cards, with the game price increases, know what I mean? Had those say, I agree on those views. But don't go out and say, oh, you can get your game cheaper on Steam. I'm sorry, but that's all consoles. That is all consoles. I justify the multi videos. And what I'm doing for views. What I'm doing for views now. At the beginning, I don't understand, but now it's like, oh, we need to get the views, you know what I mean? I can easily do what it says on me hating your Nintendo Switch 2. I'll probably get, more subscribers. I'm not going to do that. But at the same time, I'm not going to be like this YouTube that are, work or a fanboy that go simp for the console too. I'm not going to do that either, because I think both sides are freaking cringe with that argument. What I see, I tell as it is, you know what I mean? Like I said, I got problem with Nintendo. I got big problem with Nintendo. But the prices of games, yeah, it's scummy. But yeah, this video is quite dumb. So that's my thoughts on it. So my question today before I leave is, what do you think about the Nintendo Switch 2 hate? Do you think you need to die down a bit now, know what I mean? Because it is getting quite annoying, know what I mean? Again, have your proper opinions. If it's, normal, like I said before, many times before, the game key card stuff, yeah, how do you say about them? Because that is a good argument, but stuff like, it's cheaper on Steam. Shut up, know what I mean? So, you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel, and like the video. This is the Brick Who Cares. See you on the next one.